Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this, this is a journey of an investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMAT Meta Materials and the results of the shareholder vote on the reverse stock split. We're also going to be looking at MMTLP and news in terms of the open letter from Congress, and also finishing off by looking at two of the earnings calls we made in our weekly watch list. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the markets. So first headline here from Investingcom, we can see the US stock has extended its rally. The 10-year yield drops below 4% as a post-Powell rate cut fever continues. So good news for the market. We can see the S&P 500 is stretched, but sell signals are still nowhere in sight. So a significant amount of buying going on. And if we look at Goldman Sachs here, they are now stating that they see Jerome Powell and the Fed delivering 3 straight 25 BPS cuts starting in March. So very positive news there for the market. And in other news, shout out here to Unusual Wales. We can see here that Representative Ro Khanna is introducing his political reform and anti-corruption plan. Certainly very ambitious, that bans stock trading for Congress and spouses, ban lobbyists and PAC donations, ban members from becoming lobbyists. He directly works and directly mentions Unusual Wales, and I'm just wondering whether Nancy Pelosi will support this, but highly unlikely. And finally, good news here for Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. We can see earlier today it was trading at all-time highs, so I think that would indicate that the company valuation would be in excess of very close to $3 trillion. So let's start by having a look at the 8K. So what I posted earlier is that the Meta Materials have submitted an 8K confirming the shareholders have voted against the reverse stock split. So what we can see here in terms of what the company have stated is that the common stock as a ratio in the range of 1:5 or 1:35 was not approved based on the following results. So we're looking at approximately 133.7 million votes for and 145.9 million votes against. So it was a little bit close, but it looks like common sense has prevailed, and it's certainly now over to the board to see what they are proposing to do. So we have a look at the Form 8K here. We can see there is another item on the agenda in terms of results from the votes, as well as number 3, rejecting the reverse stock split. We can see number 4, the proposal to approve the potential issuance of shares of common stock to Lincoln Park Capital Fund in excess of 19.99% of the outstanding common stock pursuant to the NASDAQ listing rules was not approved. So again, another no from the shareholders. Let's move on to have a look at MMTLP, and the first shout out here is to Anna Trades, who's posted the most important call for action. Please call and email all your reps in the House and the Senate every day until you reach them, and also ask to contact Congressman Ralph Norman's office for the letter. So I'm presuming this letter is the open letter that we looked at earlier, and also we're going to look at it again shortly. But what Junk Savvy has posted with regard to Pete Sessions, that he is still in communication with our community and is engaged in the reconciliation of the MMTLP fiasco. And I'm aware that a number of shareholders have expressed some concerns in terms of Pete and why he's been so quiet. So hopefully the work being done in the background proves to be productive. But what MMAT News have stated is that the Meta Materials will be in the news soon, not for the technology but for the preferred share that got halted that we all know about, MMTLP. And it states here over 20 to 50 congressmen and senators are set to sign the open letters. So the key thing, terminology here is over 20 to 50, and for clarification it could be over 100 representatives. So we have to wait and see what happens there. And finally, what Charles Payne has posted here in terms of a response to Johnson B is that the first initial question was Johnson stated he disagrees. Charles is one of his favourites, but after a solid year since he told us about the MMTLP, maybe have the dollars shut him down. Not his fault, but maybe it's his employer, and is Charles bought and paid for? In his opinion, my opinion, no. And what Charles has stated here is this psychology or reverse psychology. A little bit confusing, but good news here. Charles is stating that he will revisit soon, and it's certainly got nothing to do with the employer. So again, credit to Charles Payne for clarifying this. And finally, I'd like to finish off by having a look at two stocks that we called out for earnings beat in our weekly watch list. These included tick symbol LEN and also tick symbol BLBD. So if we have a look at the share price here at time of editing, if we have a look at tick symbol LEN, also known as Lennar Corporation, over the previous 5 days, this is up in excess of 12.8%. So congratulations to everybody who got into LEN. And the other one that we looked at in the watch list was tick symbol BLBD, also known as Bluebird Corporation. And this currently over the previous 5 days, so it's also up in excess of 20%. So congratulations to everybody who got into BLBD. And if you would like to get a copy of our daily stock alerts as well as the weekly watch list, details are in the description below. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.